Good evening. Well, it's been a cold weekend across southern parts of the UK, but we've seen milder weather working in from the northwest and a bit of patchy rain around too. But actually through the week ahead, not much rain in the forecast. Things are often looking dry and settled, rather cloudy conditions set to continue through the week ahead, but things will be gradually turning milder from the north. But early this week, we've still got the frost and the fog around in the south. So let's look at Oxford. The overnight temperatures expected over the next 7 nights. And last night, we were down to -10 degrees. Just look at those temperatures just gradually creeping up over the next few days, staying cold and frosty, just about though above freezing by the end of the week. But the reason for the contrast is that we've got this milder air toppling in from the northwest. But you can see the blue colours. We're holding on to that really cold air mass, certainly for another few days for parts of southern England. So let's contrast those overnight temperatures in Oxford with Auburn in Argyll and Bute. And you can see it remains really mild overnight, 7 to 9 degrees, perhaps a hint of things turning a little bit cooler there towards the end of the week as a cold front starts to move in. But back to the here and now then. Sunday evening and overnight, fairly cloudy for most of us, but we have got those clear skies in the south and east, and that's where we're seeing some locally dense fog patches and a sharp frost too. Temperatures across parts of southern England again -7 degrees in a few spots, but certainly frost-free across the northwest where we've got that much milder air. So for Monday then, a fairly cloudy day for many of us, some brightness breaking through for the north of Scotland, and again for central, southern and southeastern England. Once any fog clears away, should be a bit of brightness, perhaps a bit more cloud in the far southeast, but temperatures here just 3 degrees or so. Contrast that to, say, Belfast, up at 11 Celsius on Monday. And then it's this area of high pressure that really sticks with us through into Tuesday as well. Weather fronts kept well to the north of the UK at this stage, so most places dry on Tuesday. We've still got that contrast with the mild, cloudy weather for parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern and western fringes of England and Wales. Further southeast, you've got the colder air mass, a slice of sunshine developing, I think, through central parts of the country, but a bit cloudier again in the far southeast, and those temperatures will struggle 3 or 4 degrees, but double figures further north. So things start to change a little bit through into the middle of the week, into Wednesday, and we'll start to see this cold front moving in from the north. So that's going to bring a spell of wet weather for parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, nothing particularly heavy, spreading into northern England later in the day, but that will start to squeeze that milder air a little bit further south. So still cloudy, but 5 degrees or so our top temperatures. Still, it's looking reasonably mild, with more sunshine, in fact, in the north. And although the winds are coming in from the north, if we trace those wind arrows back, they rotate around this area of high pressure. So it's not a particularly cold air mass. It's coming in from the middle of the Atlantic by this stage. So Thursday, I think, a bit more sunshine with that fresher air around, but certainly not particularly cold. So we've lost most of the frost and fog. Still could be a little bit around. Temperatures more typical of the time of year, though. So highs somewhere between about 7 to 10 degrees, and less of a contrast north to south by the time we get to Thursday. High pressure very much sticking around through Thursday night and into Friday as well. We've just got those fairly weak fronts just trying to move in, so perhaps a bit more cloud and the odd splash of rain for the far north of Scotland, but most places are looking dry. Variable amounts of sunshine, I think, through the day on Friday, but temperatures more typical of this time of year, around about 6 to 9 degrees. But for now, it's back to Joe in the Peak District.